Still getting it in your man, DJ Ekin, Tampa's most connected DJ. Every once in a while, man, you run across somebody just go, why am I living here? Why? Just like, why? Like, I mean, moved to Florida for school, got this little job here, 95.7 to be. Things are looking up for me. And then all of a sudden I think about, why didn't I ever just go across the border and go to Canada?
I don't know.
The lovely Miss Melanie Fiona here. How you doing, sweetie?
I'm good. How are you?
I am so trying to stay focused.
This is gonna be my new thing. Whenever somebody asks me, I'm just gonna go.
And you know what? And I don't mean to sound like a superficial DJ. Seriously.
Okay.
I don't. But I don't even know how to put this without sounding like this superficial DJ. You know, you see pictures and you be like, could be a lot of makeup. I'm just not quite sure. And then, you know, Ike is my man over at SRC.
Shout out to Ike.
Shout out to Ike. But he known to put a slant on things for his own artists. Like the dude was like, dude, I'm telling you, she's hot. Like as hot as the pictures. And like I said, not to sound like the superficial DJ, but she's hot, fellas. She,
Thank you.
Now let's get to the business at hand, because I gotta say, there's gotta be lots of brains attached to this beauty, because here we are. Give it to me right.
Give it to me right. The single. It is.
Feeling it.
Feeling it. Thank you.
Yeah, because you know we banging it here, and for my PD to jump on a record, you had to be doing something right.
Thank you so much.
And let's just get into it. Where did the record come from?
The record came from, gosh, I have too much attitude sometimes, I forget. So the writer of the record, her name is Andrea Martin. She's an amazing artist, singer, songwriter, producer.
Right.
And we work very, very closely together. And, you know, she knows me personally. She knows me professionally. And we're sitting down talking and having a conversation one day. And I'm a really kind of no-nonsense person. I don't have time for BS, so to speak. I don't like people, you know, talking crap and whatever. So anyways, we were talking about relationships and guys, and she was talking about, you know, you traveling and your boyfriend and da-da-da-da-da.
Right.
And I said some comment like, him break up with me? Are you crazy?
Whoa.
And she laughed so hard. And then she called me like a week later. She's like, girl, I got a record for you. It's called Give It To Me Right or Don't Give It To Me At All. And I said, okay. So she played it for me, and it was perfect. It is exactly like my brain on paper.
So pretty much this is how you feel.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Or else I wouldn't sing it. No, but that's really who I am. I'm really like a no-nonsense kind of person. I mean, just it's a good motto. Like,
Right.
Give it to me right or don't give it to me at all. Tell that to your boss. Tell that to your husband, your wife, your friends.
The job situation is kind of crazy, so I'm going to hold back, like, you know, telling that to my boss.
Well, you save that card when you have to.
That's what I'll
It's a
do.
recession, damn it.
And speaking of things, not even moving too fast for ourselves. Like I said in the beginning of this thing, coming out of Canada, Toronto.
That's right.
So how did we get to the situation of you being associated with SRC, Mr. Steve Rifkin, and the whole into the United States type thing? How'd that happen?
Not easily, believe me. So coming from Toronto, you know, I met my production label, which is Title IX, based out of California.
Right.
And, you know, we started with complete artist development, went down, you know, recording with different producers and writers and working, figuring out what I wanted to do, what I didn't want to do.
Right.
Going to different labels, shopping the deal, having people understand it, having people not understand it, having people try to change me, even having visa issues to get into the United States to work.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They held your girl for 8 months. Thanks, Homeland Security. But we made it. We got this visa now. But in 2007, after going to all the labels, I met Steve Rifkin, and he heard the few songs that I had cut for the demo, which were starting the album, and he just loved it. He got it. He was like, this is amazing. I don't want to change you. I love the direction that you're going. I love the music. I think you're a star, and I want to do this. And, you know, he flew me to New York after we met like a week later, and the next day the deal was on the table. And, you know, I had a couple other offers on the table, and I had to turn them down because
Steve kind of gave you what you needed.
Exactly. And like, really, it was giving it to me right.
Wow.
That's it.
And there we go back to that
And there
phrase.
it is, back to the shameless plug. But that's it. But that's really what it was. Like a lot of other artists a lot of other labels were like, we love you, you're fantastic, but we might want to have you do this, so we might want to have you do that. And I was like, but that's not really what I want to do.
But you talk about this thing like, you know what I'm saying, like it's been a minute. And you don't look to be, and I not to pry, but you don't look to be that old. So,
No, I'm not.
You know, so how long, when you started this whole thing, when you decided that professionally singing was going to be your thing, or whoever helped you decide, how old were you then?
Oh, I'm 101 now, so that would make me about 98. 98, yeah. I was 98 years old when it happened.
Right.
No, you know, it's been about 4 or 5 years in the process. We're like really into making, and you know, I kind of got the bug for it when I was a teenager in high school in Toronto, and I started working locally in Toronto. And then when I got the opportunity to go to the stateside, I mean, that's when you're in Toronto, it's huge. Like that's what you dream about,
Right?
Because there's a ceiling in Toronto, and you got it in Canada, and you kind of gotta break it to go to the States.
Okay.
So yeah, when I got the opportunity, it was kind of just like, all right, well, this is what I want to do, and I picked up and I just left.
Okay.
And there was no half stepping from there.
I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna stop right here for a second, and we're gonna let you introduce the record, and then we'll come back because it's a lot more of your business I think I want to get into.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll just start with Give It To Me Right. Can you introduce the record right here to everybody here in Tampa Bay?
Absolutely. What's going on, Tampa? This is your girl, Melanie Fiona, and you're about to check out my new single, Give It To Me Right, or Don't Give It To Me At All, with your boy, DJ Ekin. Check it out.